So it is, as you can tell, show day. I haven't just had an hour on a sunbed. I've been tanning up Jay's house. Auntie Carla sorted me out. Thank you very much. Looking rather dark and ready to go. So Sunday the 10th of May, Nabba 2026 show day. We're ready for it. We're ready to rock. And I'm going to put you just here and have a little chat. So spent the morning. It's now 10 to 8 roughly. I got a meal to go in ASAP. But spent the morning editing these videos that you've been watching. So that is good. That's going to be complete by tomorrow. So these are all going to be post-show videos, unfortunately. But there we go. That's how it is sometimes. So yeah, linked up with Jay, Matthew Barry, Paul, Jay's other client who's doing the novice against myself. So that's going to be good. And also Jack, who is the videographer for today, who I've worked with before. It is an absolute gent. So we are going to be running ProFat for the majority of the day. A carb meal then, a couple hours pre-stage. And I've got to prepare it. I say prepare it. I've already taken things out. So this is what we're looking at for the day. So we've got some rice cakes, salt, of course, rice, 300 grams of chicken cooked weight. And yeah, that's going to be the rundown. So just waiting for Mason to come. I've got to tan him. Really good sleep. So I talked yesterday about being a little bit stressed. That soon left the mind as the day went on. As I spoke to Jay, as I tanned up, and as I seen Mason. So yeah, just kept busy basically, which is key across all preps and stressful times. Keep the mind occupied and you can't think about anything else. So I'm going to get this meal sorted. Now, we're then going to register at the venue for around 10:30. Registration opens around 10, which means they'll probably be a little bit slow and we're going to have to get it ASAP really anyway. So probably leave here about 9:30 and the show is in Barry, which is about half an hour, I want to say, away. So I'm driving. And Mason's going to be the passenger princess. He's probably going to be recording a bit of us chatting in the car. And yeah, just going to take the day in, reflect on the last 4-5 months of being on prep, or 4 months of being on prep, and 5-6 months since like December time of getting myself ready, practicing posing. And that's what I've been doing all morning. I'm in really, really good headspace, feeling confident, feeling happy, content, but also competitive and ready to display my best. It's rather cold to put a jumper on now. But yeah, more than ready. Just past Katie, walk into the gym. So she likes a little walk up to the gym, and then she'll walk in the gym, and then she'll walk home from the gym, and then she'll walk in the house. So the girl likes her steps. But yeah, that's going to be enough from me. Stay tuned. I am going to vlog the day. As I said before, a lot of family members there, a lot of clients there, and a lot of people that I love coming to watch. So can't wait, gonna get stuck into it. Enjoy, and hopefully we'll have some more silverware ready to show off. Not so much show off, but ready to take home. I'm actually roughly the same weight as yesterday, but a few different variables play a role in that. Only had about 1600 calories yesterday, so it's not going to be from spilling as such. And yeah, ready to go. So gonna remain calm. I'm focused on not pumping up too much prior to this stage, because that's something that I've done before and then I'm gassed and blowing going on stage. So I'm gonna try and keep my heart rate relatively low, not do a workout pre-stage, but just get some blood flowing, specifically in my back, which is obviously my weaker kind of body part, my lats. Yeah, enjoy the day. So hope you enjoy. Thanks for tuning in, and sit back, relax, and watch this bald, tanned Oompa Loompa do his thing. So meal 1, which was due at 7:30, a little bit late, but it's fine. It's all good. We'll just push the other meals on. 70 grams of cooked chicken breast, 30 grams of nut butter, 4 Peak Max, and 300 mils of water. I'm gonna then have at 9:30 a repeat, essentially, just without the Peak Max. So 70 grams of cooked chicken, 30 grams of nut butter, so no carbs there. My pre-stage meal will in fact have some carbohydrates in, which is going to be cooked rice. I stick with the sticky rice from Viti, very efficient. Means I don't have to prep anything and just makes things more easy. And then the pre-stage shake, looking to be on around 1:30, if all goes to plan, maybe 1, which is why we're having meals periodically 2 hours between each one, leading into 1 p.m. And then post novice class, and there's going to be like an interval then, so like an hour or so, hopefully not too long, before the second half of the show begins, and that's going to be from around 2 p.m. on 2 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. onwards, I believe. Is going to be another 200 grams of chicken, 70 grams of chicken, 20 grams of nut butter, and the 200 grams of rice again. So that's the provisional plan. Again, everything in bodybuilding, I was going to say should be, but at least, is, but it should be at least provisional, subject to change. You've got to be kind of, have the ability to adjust things based on observations taken by whoever's in charge, in this case Jay, me for Mason, and ultimately that goes for the rest of the prep. Obviously I mentioned in my first video, where yes, I love a structure, yes, I love a routine, but unfortunately sometimes things may change. Life gets in the way, sleep schedules get in the way, work patterns, whatever it is. You've got to be malleable. That was the word I was looking for. So you've got to be able to adjust things and not have such a rigid and strict routine, because if you do and things don't go your way, you're likely going to just fall off the face of your plan. Okay, so that's why a lot of people try and be 100% all in on nothing, which is good. But if things don't go as you expect, you've got to be prepared to adjust things. So if anyone's wondering what we generally go for meal one, protein and fats. Dry as fuck, yes. Does the job? Fuck Kai. Fuck, chest is not full now, innit? See how then? Twist again. Other side. Let me see the other side. Yeah. Just hold the hand, so arms up. Show me more. Turn around. More. Other way. Yeah, cool. Right, keep your hands in your head. I'm going to do your armpits and keep them there. Yes, so we're all good, we're all tanned. Mason's all tanned. How you feeling, my boy?
I'm good, bro.
Who's he? There he is.
Top fucking tanner.
Top tanner.
Okay.
He's going to boss the junior men's physique and the men's open as well. A little bit nervous, but it's first show. Like, if you see me my first show, fucking hell, I was absolutely all over the place. So we're going to remain calm now. We're going to drive down. It's like, 9:15. Both got a meal going in now. We're pretty much on the same food, to be honest, just because of our scheduled times. She didn't make him sleep in the sleeping bag in the end.
No,
he was in the big bed, so he's fresh and ready to go. So stay tuned. Let's go. So, little update. Got my cameraman holding the Deji, aka the camera for me, DJI. So we are about 5 minutes away now from the venue. It is, what's the time by? 10:05. So registration has just opened. Was it 5 minutes? Yeah, less than that, 3 minutes away. So registration has just opened, so there are going to be people there waiting. Probably could have left it a bit later, to be honest, but better to be earlier rather than later if you're looking to reduce stress and keep your cool as much as possible. At least for me, I know some people prefer to turn up a little bit later and avoid all the queues and the gatherings and stuff, but me and Mason are just going to keep our heads down, keep ourselves to ourselves, focus on the plan of action and not get distracted, because that's the last thing we need. So we are 3 classes deep, I believe, myself at least, in the men's novice. Mason's then after myself in the junior physique, and then there's a couple more classes before the interval, and then there's obviously the I think it's about 10 or 11 more until I'm on again in the men's tall, or class, what did I say, what, class 1 or 3? I get confused with the classes, guys. I don't know which is which, to be honest, but we'll find out in a sec. And then Mr. James Llewellyn, IFBB Pro, another client of Jay's, is going to be posing. He's an absolute mutant. Guest posing, that is, he's not actually competing. And then we've got the overall shortly after, which hopefully we'll both be in. So that's the POA. We've got a meal in 53 minutes to be precise, which is plus 30 minutes, so 11:30, which is my pre-stage carb meal. 200 grams of rice, cooked weight, upper fucking beanie packs, and then 70 grams of chicken with 30 grams or 20 grams, either one is all prepped, of nut butter. So that is that. Feeling cool, calm and collected, excited, looking forward to seeing everyone displaying the best JP that I've personally seen. So exciting times ahead. Next couple of clips we're going to be us just chilling, sitting down, and shortly followed by a bit of dancing on stage. Been practicing the splits I have, so Mason's going to be doing some head spinning after his routine. So yeah, enjoy. Just something to do with it.
Fucking, I had,
The new house up now, haven't you?
Yeah, come on in, Jack! And commencing number 25, London Jackson. Judges. Yeah, good, Jack!
Gentlemen,
Right.
quarter turn to your right.
Good, Jack!
Quarter turn to your right.
Yeah, nice, Jack!
Quarter turn to your right. Quarter turn to your right.
Good, Jack!
Abs and thighs. Front double bicep. Front lat spread.
Yeah, nice, Jack!
Side chest. Rear lat spread.
Good, Jack!
We'll catch up later, right?
Go on.
Well done. Top man.
We all are.
You all are,
We all
bro.
are.
You all are.
Like that, yeah?
Thank you, brother.
You broke it?
Yeah, I didn't cry this time though.
I did.
It was, did
That's
you?
Yeah,
Last
gone.
year tears are gone.
No way.
I was gone. I'm not ashamed to admit it. We'll
Good.
catch up later. I was crying, no, no. Catch up later.
Good morning, YouTube. So, I'm in Swansea. Unplanned. Well, kind of planned. So, roundup of yesterday, which I didn't manage to do because it was mad. It was a mad one. So, I made it to the overall. I got my ticket to the overall through the men's novice class, which was very competitive, to be honest. I think it was eight people in there, Chris, including myself, and they fucking worked us to the bone. They did. It was a long time on stage. So yeah, that was about 2 p.m. after getting there for 10. And then I had the men's tall class, which I believe is called class 3, I want to say. Maybe 1, I don't fucking know. 3 hours free parking, sound. Yeah, we'll just make sure we're under 3 hours. Yeah, so just a recap of yesterday. So, I don't think I looked that tan anymore, to be honest. It was come off quite nicely. But recap of yesterday, so made it to the overall. Came first in the novice, which I was extremely happy with. Although that was very much earlier in the day, whereas I still knew I had another class to do. So despite everyone being happy and cheering me on and whatnot, I couldn't quite relax because we had more to do, and I looked way sharper in the second, but even in the overall, to be honest. But the second class I did, which was later in the day, men's class, either 3 or 1, I don't actually know. I think it's 1. Much sharper look, wasn't it? Like, I was honestly so fucking happy and proud of what I brought, because it's, as I mentioned earlier in the video, it's been a slog. It's been a slog, and I'll touch on that a bit more later today when I do a roundup of prep, and give Jay the credit he deserves and everyone else who's supporting me, because honestly, he's been fucking incredible. So, learned a lot from him, which I'm going to apply with my clients for sure. Yeah, unfortunately I didn't film a lot backstage. You may have seen a bit, but I think the last clip probably was Tom bringing me my gluten-free cookies that Jen bought me. Yeah, after the show, where I came off stage, Jim Llewellyn, I believe, did a guest posing spot there. After that, he definitely did a guest posing spot, but I think it was after that.
He's a monster.
Madness, yeah. Olympian, like. I want to say 50, maybe a little bit older. Yeah, really, really good to see. Another client of Jay's. So yeah, that was that. I'm gonna wrap this up before we go a bit of shopping, right? So I'll meet you in there. So that was that. And then yeah, the overall then. So the overall was decent. Big bad John O'Morgan took it the dub, as he did last year. £1,000 prize money. Fair play to him. Credit where it's due. Guy's a monster. Guy is a monster. So well done, John, and also to Matthew Barry, who is my teammate. And yeah, it was an awesome day. Really good day. So 2 more first place trophies added to the collection. This one was something that I held close to me because it was number 1, as I've mentioned. One where my nan, my mum, my dad, my brother, my sister, lots of friends and clients there, and lots of other people that I know there, from the gym, from work, from the gym. And I was saying to Dan Jones, who was done my classes, after the kind of the final class we did, where I said, look bro, I've been quiet today, and it's nothing personal, it's simply because I've been so focused, laser focused on what I need to do and what I want to deliver this show, and a lot of fucking work has gone into it. Not to say it hasn't for him, of course, but like the posing, like that's something that truly did stress me out to the max, to be honest with you. And I just went into my own bubble essentially. And Mason, my client Mason, who also did the show Men's Physique, came first in the juniors. It was only him there, to be fair. But then he also did the Open as well, where there was like 9 other guys, and he came 4th. So for the first show, where he wasn't at 100%, and we knew that going into it, because we only decided to do the show like 2 weeks prior to it. So it was a case of, right, okay, let's get as lean as we can, because our plans were to land him 4 weeks from now in terms of like his best or close to his best look before the final show of the season he's going to be doing on the 14th, which is the week after. And yeah, as always, like as cringy as it is, guys, the work always shows. The work always, it does always show. If you do the work, it'll show. Simple as. If you don't do the work, it's not going to show. And it's evident who's done the work and who hasn't, because it shows. Do you know what I mean? It couldn't be as simpler than that. So yeah, so we're I was really, really happy with that. I turned my phone off for about 4 hours after the show because I was overstimulated, I'll be honest. Making sure Mason's sound on point, on the money, tanning him, spraying him down with some glaze, and making sure meals are going in at a certain time, not only for him but for myself. And then sticking around for the longest I ever have for a show, having to do the overall and the later class in the day, which was new to me, was, again, not so much stressful, but very, very tiring and very stimulating on the old mental. So thankfully, obviously, Jay was there, keeping things nice and level for me, as he always does. But realistically, it was a long day and a little bit overwhelming when it comes to, having to see, as great as it was, but having to see and speak to all the people that come to support you, because ultimately you are drained. It's been 4 or 5 months of prep, a peak week, the lowest food's ever been, the highest cardio's ever been, and then to bring your best and look your best on stage, which is awesome, you don't always feel your best. Okay, so yeah, thanks to everyone who come down. Really, really grateful, really thankful, and yeah, like I said, it was an absolutely awesome day, really, really good. And to be honest with you, I really want to win that Wales title. To be fair, I definitely do. So that's what I'm going to be working towards. Maybe not next, but definitely in my competitive career. So I enjoyed it. Most comfortable I've ever been on stage. Didn't sleep much last night. I went to bed at like 11 o'clock in the night, and then woke up at 2:30. I was ready. I was on Pure Gym, man, with Matthew Barry. So I done push this morning with Chris. I think I had more flapjacks from reception than I did exercises completed. So take from that what you will, but they were absolutely banging. And the reason I'm in Swansea is because my car is being sorted in Neath, where I bought my car from. Me and Chris thought, do you know what? Let's take advantage of that and let's go down to Swansea for the day. So we're in beautiful Swansea now, and Mina's Wingstop opens in Merthyr today. We're actually going to go to Wingstop, so in Swansea. So hopefully it'll be a bit quieter than the Merthyr one. But now it's time to level up, bring my A game back every single day, prioritise my sleep and focus on my clients. So I got a good few in-person sessions with the competitive clients who are doing shows this season, because I know how much that helps, seeing them in person and going through any worries or concerns or insecurities in person, because it really, really does. So that's the focus over the next week or so. We're going to Tenerife then next week. Me and Katie girl already spotted some gyms out there, so we're going to be back pretty much not fully on plan, but ultimately not eating Wingstop and shite. Basically just what we did in Cape Verde, which was like eat tidy with an evening meal off plan, and that'll be that.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday. We are two days post show? Yeah, 2 days post show.
And this is the current setup. I'm actually in Mackey's, if you didn't already realise. My phone has decided to stop charging via the port, so this is where we're at right now. I thought, the phone shop ain't open, I don't know how to claim my insurance, so
I'm gonna come to Mackey's and charge it wirelessly. It's 6:37, so I've been up since 1, by the way. Yeah, that's right, 1 a.m. I fell asleep at 5 p.m. last night on the settee, and safe to say I was absolutely comatose. So basically, I've been up since 1, sorting out a few things in the house, planning ahead for the next few days, catching up with clients, and or at least planning for clients rather than catching up with them, because most people are sleeping like normal people at 1 o'clock. However, shit to be done. I'm going to be meeting Jay very shortly because I want to wrap this video up and give a quick rundown of my thoughts on the season. Give him the credit that he deserves because he's been awesome, very, very, very good. You know, level of attention that Jay provides not only to myself but also equally to multiple clients, sometimes on the same day, simultaneously. It's not an easy job, so Magic, very much appreciate you, bro. Being a real leader, if you like, for me in this prep. Completely exceeded all expectations, to be honest with you, brother. So I'll say this before you come, because I'm not going to go deep on you sitting next to me because I'll just fucking cringe my head off. So yeah, very much appreciated. Class as a coach, as a friend, as a leader, top man. Long may our journey of progression continue. Yeah, guys, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling very, very good. I feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. I don't know why that is, because there was no pressure. There was definitely pressure. I wanted to do well. I did well. I'm gassed. I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm thrilled to do more. And yeah, it's been a hell of a ride. So what a way to finish it with 2 class wins. I was calling him, but looks like he was actually IRL, so there we are.
What's Brevno saying?
There we go. So a little bit of touch up on the lighting. Didn't look the best. However, we made it to Brynbach Park. I've actually got a charging case / they didn't have a case. They had a wireless back thing for it plugs into the car, and my phone still dies, so it's a waste of 25 quid. So looks like I am in fact going to the boys to sort my phone out in the shop. So yeah, as I was saying prior to leaving McDonald's, obviously you all see me have my Big Mac and chicken nuggets and stuff. Now I've had enough shit food. I'm drinking my coconut milk now, so, well, coconut water to replenish all the, potassium stores,
Electrolytes.
and some not just pure sodium. It's a nice little balance there. But yeah, so as I was saying, I'm going to shortly pass you over to the man who's been at the wheel for the last few months, because as I said, I know my outlook and perspective, and you guys will hear that throughout this week on how things have gone and how I've been feeling. I'm going to see Jay's thoughts and just kind of wrap up the peak week series with obviously the man in command. So yeah, over to you, Jay boy. Do you want to give it a little hold, bro? I want the last vape.
Starting, boys. Anyway, yeah, so first of all, start this little section off by saying fucking well done to the boy for the first places on the weekend. I'm buzzing the fact that he decided to jump back into Nabba, because obviously that was the first show, ended up being the last one, and actually finished on a high as well, with a very high, yeah, with the best luck that we delivered all throughout the shows, which would have been the case, you know, if we'd stuck to the original plan, and we would potentially have more shows after this to improve again. I think, you know, there's always more room to improve in a prep until you get to that point where it kind of falls off a cliff, like it did for me for my prep last year, because it was so long. But finishing on the 2 first places,
I think it was ideal, to be honest.
Was epic. It worked out well. It was like,
yeah.
I said to your mum as I was walking out, I was like, the Nabba was like the cherry on the cake.
Yeah.
You know, for the prep.
So, like, again, I had a lot less stress going into the other shows. But
Yeah.
there was a little bit more with this one, and it wasn't because of anything other than the fact I wanted to pull it out the bag.
Yeah.
It was almost like one last shot, if you like, and it definitely wasn't easy.
Yeah.
So it was nice.
You probably had a bit of like self-doubt of like, you know, one last shot, but am I going to be worse?
Yeah.
You know.
So we could either went, one way or the other.
Yeah.
Ultimately, what we wanted
And I
happened. Like.
I would have called it as well, if I could see the physique was going a different way, I would have called it.
Stage, isn't it?
And it wasn't like when he was on holidays, he was still spamming me with fucking pictures and videos of his physique, even though prep was over. And then I was like looking at it, I didn't say anything to him, but I was like, you're starting to look better. Me and Liam said about it, I was like, he's looking fresher, like. Yeah. So I didn't want to mention Nabba until he did, or if he ever did. I probably would have never brought it up, but he brought it up to me, and I was like, yeah.
We joked about it first of all.
Yeah, I joked about it, planted the seed.
And then fucking hammered me for a week.
And then fucking hammered him, which needed to be done. So, very happy with that. As an overview of the season, the prep from myself, it was good. Would I change things next time? Yes. There are certain things I would change, just from a coaching aspect of myself. I think this is me being truthful and completely honest, bro, because that's what we like. I would definitely take more of a in-charge lead, I think, next time, where we did have a little bit of 50-50, didn't we? Which was good to keep the relationship and keep Jack's head on. But now I think hopefully he's got trust in.
More aspects, you've been switching from like even planning macros or...
Yeah, nothing major, but just kind of taking control of the wheel a little bit more. Say we were like 70%, 30% in terms of decision making.
Yeah.
I'd probably sway towards 90%, 10%, if that makes sense. Because
it should be 100, shouldn't it?
Should be 100, but
and it has been.
It's always the prep is 100%, but the leeway in terms of decision making.
Okay.
I'd allow you to give your take.
Especially like with the peak.
Everything.
For example, peak max I use, which I mentioned. And there are obviously other things you can use instead.
Yeah.
Potentially a little bit stronger, which I know have worked in the past. However, I was very reluctant to use a weaker option, which definitely isn't a weaker option. It's a much safer option than peak max, and also a lot more predictable, which is what you wanted.
And that's what I mean. Is like, I think now that we've done that show, it allowed you to kind of just put full faith in my methods, which I've used. I think with Jack, like from an outside eye before he came into me looking at him, when he gets to like off season, he holds it really fucking well. Like he blows up and he holds that like top end off season really well. And I think that can be a little bit deceiving.
I was literally going to say that.
Yeah, it's quite deceiving.
It's like when someone has sick abs all the time, and it's like, okay, your abs are in, you still got 30 pounds of fat to come off.
Yeah.
Which I thankfully don't have that problem. My waist stays relatively lean.
It does.
Stay quite vascular up top as well. But then that also stays for a while, and it doesn't really. So I don't think I need to surpass the last off season's body weight.
Definitely not.
With you.
Definitely not.
There's no benefits of that, and that's why I'm trying to retain some form of morning routine. Not really by choice at the moment. Waking up at 1 o'clock, that's not good for anyone.
Not
but
a routine.
I am going to sign up to Pure Gym. Or use Katie's.
Or mine. Got locked out today yesterday. Went down. Jack was already in there on my code.
That's what I'm going to sign up to. He's going to take that off the coaching fee. But yeah, I'm going to get some actually stay active, because there's nothing worse than, like we were just talking about, puffing.
Yeah.
Before you die, boy. Puffing out your ass with a not with a camera in your hand, but in general, just upstairs and whatever, just because you're pushing body weight, pushing food. It's not good. There's much better ways to do things. So that's our plan. And then I believe he's starting. Do you have a start date for prep?
Like the 15th of June, roughly.
Okay, cool. So 15th of June.
So that'll be 12 weeks out, which is my earliest, shortest prep I've ever done.
That'll be 12 weeks out from first show?
Yeah.
And
you reckon I'll be in shape in 8? I'm normally in shape. 14 weeks has always been the week that I'm in shape. But we've always had 20 weeks till show date. So this time it's 12 weeks till show date, he reckons, with where I'm at 8 weeks.
I know anyone who's followed Jay, like, conditions never something that is missed, and that's because of many shows he's done with his coach, or seasons with his coach. So that's going to be it, guys. We're going to do what bodybuilders do best and vape until we start going dizzy, and then have a meal and repeat the process 10 times a day. Anything to add, brother?
just fucking well done, bro. Proud of you.
Thanks, my guy.
The guy, I don't know, I think there was a clip on the show day. I did fucking tear up when he won that first class. 'Cause,
The novice.
yeah, that was a big fucking win. That class was the win of the day for me.
Bro, they worked us hard. I don't know if someone got it on camera, but we did get, you would have seen by now clips of the show itself, but like, you know, it's all good. It's cool coming first in the class when there's like 3, 4, 5, and then the more people, and they weren't just more people, they were good physiques.
It was marginal, like it was 8 boys, and a lot of them were solid, and it was a battle, man. It wasn't a fucking walkover. They ain't chumps, like, so.
That's why I said shout out to Mason as well, because
Yes.
his class was,
Yeah.
was it 10 plus?
I think it was more than that.
It couldn't fit them on the fucking stage.
It was 14, but 2 groups of 7 or something.
That's a wrap for my season. Thanks for watching, guys and gals, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Peace.